eventually.
Welcome to Nick's Champe's Mental Health Advocacy. And today, as usual, as we are doing Streetwise Mental Health Talk, we are within Kisumu County, and to be more specific, Kisumu West Ward. We have our guest today, a special one, and he will present himself, who he is, and the mental health conditions and situations of which he has undergone. Yes, karibu sana. Tell us.
Thank you. My name is Frederick Odhiambo.
Yes, Frederick.
Owino.
Odhiambo, Owino.
Yes, I come from a village that is called Kapuonja. And I'm glad today you have come to talk to me.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Fred. And we would like you to take us through your history a bit, where you went to school, whatever you have done, and even your family, if you feel free to talk about it. Can you tell us?
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I come from a family of 6. I have two brothers and I have 3 sisters.
Yeah.
And yes, I managed to go to school. I started from the same village, a school called Owino.
Owino Primary School.
Yes, during those days we were doing exams that were out of 700. And out of the possible 700, I managed to get 530.
530, that was good.
Yes. So I was capable of going to high school. Much as the family was not very stable, one of my uncles offered to take me to school, which was a very good Chemegel Academy. And I managed to perform well also. I got a B+. And I managed to go to Kenyatta University.
Kenyatta University.
Yes.
That is in Nairobi, main campus.
The main campus.
Okay.
Yes. So yes, I was going to do a course in education, the ed science, and the maths physics option. I really want to say that during the days that I was learning at the lower level, primary and even through secondary, I was generally an innocent boy, very disciplined.
Yeah.
But maybe part of the influence that I got at Kenyatta somehow changed life for me.
Okay. So would you mind telling us and the whole world, what was this influence exactly?
You see, I went to Kenyatta University. I was not drinking. I was not using any substance that we can say are drugs. I was not using alcohol. I wasn't using any form of drug. And I managed to remain straight up to year 3.
Okay.
But I somehow started getting wrong influence.
Okay.
And that's how I found myself drinking, something that I'd never done before.
Yes.
Yes, so it really affected me, and I want to say that I was not able to complete that course at year 3. I managed to drop out.
Okay.
Yes.
So after dropping out, so it means you didn't graduate?
I did graduate.
Okay.
Yes.
So after dropping out from Kenyatta University, what transpired? What came about exactly?
Yes, this is why I'm glad to talk to you, because that is the point where I want to think that mentally I started getting influenced. I started getting affected. So somehow I was depressed.
Okay.
I joined bad company outside the campus. And I moved from what people would say bad drinking to even changa drinking, and I went to the deeper parts of the slums. I even started sleeping under a kibanda because of the life I already had started changing. Yeah. I later learned that maybe that was psychosis.
Yeah. So you didn't go for you didn't go to a medical practitioner to give the correct diagnosis?
I didn't manage to go to any practitioner, but because of the engagements that we have been having, I now start thinking that maybe that was psychosis. Because it was kind of, I was turning mad.
Okay.
My life wasn't. I moved from good dressing to a point where I was walking barefoot in town. Particularly I was now living in Githurai. I even moved from the people that I would call was a bit decent, and I started walking with a sack, picking pieces of metal and what street boys do.
Okay, so it means that going by your description, for sure, that one looks more of a psychosis. And now, living in such a condition, I know that it took you some time over there in Nairobi. Now, coming back here in the village, what happened?
Then I changed the environment.
Okay.
Because of course during all that time, somehow I was working like a madman, but I think that I was trying to solve my own problem.
Okay.
So at one particular point, I was sent by one of the bartenders to go and collect alcohol.
Okay.
And I told myself this is when I'm going to start changing my life. So I ran away and went to Machakos, being a place that I had lived with my uncle.
Okay.
And that's where my life started changing. I met a friend who was a lady, and she advised me to go back to a school where I had taught earlier.
Okay.
As a UT, when I was still in KU.
Okay. So
Yes.
it is still within Machakos?
It was still within Machakos.
Okay.
The school is called St. Valentine Girls. Later I moved from there, I went to Kola Girls. Later I moved from there and I went to Mwea Secondary School,
Okay.
which is in Makueni. So my sister came one time, abruptly. How I was keeping touch with her, one time she traced me up to where I was. I was particularly living in a particular home.
Okay.
So she came and lied to me that there was a funeral at home, and that is how I came back to Kisumu.
Okay.
And later after, I found a teacher, a job as a BOM teacher at Sinyolo Girls,
Sinyolo Girls.
and my life changed from that time on.
Okay.
Yes.
So, were you teaching specifically maths and physics?
That is right.
Okay.
Yes.
That is quite encouraging, because you realized that actually there was something that was wrong. You were not in that right condition, and you were actually suffering a mental health condition, and that is why you opted to change an environment.
Yes.
Yeah, so change of environment is actually a very important matter to any person who is struggling, who is undergoing a mental health condition. So tell us now, are you still teaching at Sinyolo, or maybe what are you currently doing?
So I managed to leave Sinyolo Girls because of the encouragement I was getting from the fellow teachers I was teaching with.
Yeah.
They asked me to go and find a way of completing the college, the course I had started.
Okay.
In fact, the principal was very good then. Her name was Helen Wanzare.
Okay.
She encouraged me over and over to go back to college because they were feeling I had potential.
Yeah.
I want to say, but I was still drinking heavily.
Okay, you are still under alcohol.
Yes.
Okay.
So after some time, I managed to marry.
Okay.
Despite the fact that I was drinking, I managed to marry, and my life started changing heavily from that time.
Okay.
So soon after, the same sister of mine decided to take me back to college to do a different course. I went to Kisumu National Polytechnic and did electrical diploma, electrical engineering diploma, and I managed to complete last year.
Wow.
So currently I'm doing electrical work.
Electrical work. That is good. So you are well conversant with electricity and all those aspects. Okay. I believe that your story is actually very much touching, and the kind of transition that you have gone through, from suffering acutely and then managing to secure yourself a job as a board of management teacher, and also going back to college, doing electrical engineering, and now sustaining yourselves with these electrical kind of works. That's a great encouragement. Now, how is family life? As a family man now, how do you feel? How is it?
I am happy. I am a father of 3 now. Somehow, the problem, I wanted to mention that by the time I went back to college, I had stopped drinking for 4 years.
Wow.
So I managed completely to study completely and complete.
Okay.
Once again, bad company.
In the same school now again?
The same school.
College?
The same college, Kisumu National Polytechnic. That's when I was about to complete
the influence
card, and I went back to drinking. Currently I'm still drinking, but I'm working very heavily
to stop it. Okay.
So
yeah, it is a process.
yes, it's a process. I'm trying my best so that I commit myself most of the time. I find myself busy, and currently I'm also doubling up as a farmer. I'm doing some bit of farming whenever I've not got any job, because doing electrical engineering, currently we don't have jobs.
Yes, it's true.
That is why you find me here. I'm carrying a tester but not working.
Yeah.
Yes. So I dabbled as a farmer, but I still have a lot of hope that very soon I'm going to stop this completely, and I would never want to come back to this drinking, because it is what is actually frustrating.
There are no jobs, and actually we have many graduates who are jobless here in this our country, Kenya. What do you think should be done by our government and also maybe our local authorities, given that now in Kenya we have two systems of government? We have national government and we have county government. What do you think the government should do to the graduates or maybe people who might be jobless?
Thank you. I have been thinking about it seriously, and I think 3 things should be done.
Yeah.
The first one, this advocacy program, I believe it's very useful. I believe what you are doing is a good job.
Yeah.
I believe it's going to help so many youths who are actually jobless and facing mental issues.
Yeah.
The government should try as much as possible to advocate for such kind of projects,
To sensitize
people, and even to put funds.
Yeah.
Because as you're doing it,
Yeah.
you are currently struggling.
Yeah, it's true.
You have not reached a level where you would say that you even have enough funds to carry out your activities.
Yes, it's true.
The second thing that I believe that the government should do, the government needs to do a lot into advocating for projects that are going to help the youth get jobs without necessarily being employed.
Yeah.
They can actually get skills and
Yes.
do such things like plumbing, get into electrical work. When they do that, the youth are going to find themselves with skills that they can survive on.
Yeah.
And the third thing, we realized that most of the institutions that we are having at our local centers, the ones like community institutions,
Yes.
they are not well equipped.
Yeah.
And they don't even have good instructors. That means they should add more instructors who are qualified,
Yeah.
and also try as much as possible to sensitize the youth to get such kind of vocational training, so that they may be able to find themselves engaged into activities that can help them. Thank you.
Actually, I've gotten so much encouragement from you, in the sense that you gave out 3 issues that at least government should follow to sensitize our youth, and also to give youth required skills in order to be self-employed. And not only skills, I think also the most important thing also is to fund such like projects, and also to fund them in order to become self-reliant and self-sufficient. Now, Mr. Fred, what can you give advice to the people who are currently undergoing mental health issues, maybe within urban centers or even within this our local area here, specifically Kisumu?
You see, idleness, is one of the greatest problems that our youth face.
Okay.
When they're idle, they definitely find themselves in environments that are not going to help them, such as drinking dens, idle talk.
Okay.
So one thing, they need to get engaged.
They need to get engaged.
They need to find, look into themselves and remember the hobbies that they actually have, so that they can consider it. They like reading, they like watching movies, anything that they can do to keep them busy is going to be helpful, so that they do not find themselves idle and then find themselves in those situations.
Yes.
The second thing, if the problems persist, and especially someone who has gone through mental problems, change of environment, I believe, is as good as anything somebody could imagine. Yeah. Move from that place, move to some other place. That environment will help you to replenish yourself, find yourself with new friends, and who are also healthy. And I've seen this. It has actually helped me in the past. I believe it's going to help me, because I'm also intending, after I harvest my maize, I want to move to a different environment, so that when I do that, I'm capable of finding new friends, and also give me job opportunities in areas that are not like villages.
Yes.
And lastly, the third thing that I think is useful, they need to get counseling.
That is medical approach.
Medical approach.
Yeah, they go to a psychiatrist and counselors to assist them in all those conditions. That is a very good kind of advice, and actually we do have many approaches towards mental health. And of course, the one we are doing now is also another approach of its own. And we have some other approaches of which have actually helped. The way you talked about changing environment, I have some people and some partners in some other areas who actually advocate for some kind of ecotherapy. They just walk for nature walks, and also they talk matters mental health. And also medical approach is actually very, very much important, because you'll find out that when you get the proper and the actual diagnosis of your condition, you might be given some medicines. Those are antipsychotic drugs to help you, to help your brain, to stabilize your brain, and then you actually try some other approaches. And also we have organizations like Tinada Youth Organization that is actually assisting people within Kisumu County and Western region at large. They give psychosocial support, they give free counseling services to the people of Kisumu County, and anyone who is within Kisumu County, please and kindly make good use of such like services. You won't pay, it will be free of charge. And if at all maybe your condition is above the psychologist, they refer to some other areas. And also some people who are undergoing mental health condition, also it is advisable to have a support group system, because within this channel that we are using, the Next Champions Mental Health Advocacy Channel, also we are trying to form a support group system whereby we just share out our thoughts, our views, our struggles, and we assist one another. So we have a bigger umbrella, the national ones. We have users and survivors of psychiatry Kenya. We have other support group systems like Bipolar Heroes. We have Mental Voices Africa, and also we have Champions Inclusive Community, which is headed by Macharia Njoroge and Elizabeth Ombati. And they are actually assisting people who are undergoing through this condition in order to empower themselves and also in order to stabilize themselves. And we would also like to talk to the employers outside there. Come on, assist us in this journey. Because as we have heard the story of Mr. Frederick, he is actually a professional teacher doing, he did bachelor in education and specialized in maths and physics, and also he is a professional electrician. He can also do these electrical works perfectly. And to say the truth, I have actually seen some areas where you have worked, some connections you have done, of which have been very, very much recommendable. And also you are specialized in these solar panels. At least the way we've usually engaged, you've actually told me on that aspect. And also within this channel also we are advocating for the rights of such like persons, because somebody who is suffering from mental illness, we don't need these people maybe to be arrested, to be taken to rehabilitation centers, or maybe to be taken to correctional facilities like prisons. These people, they need actually assistance. And let us normalize this conversation on mental health matters. And I'm actually happy for your time, and thanks for that. And now, Mr. Frederick, what is your last words that you can tell the whole world concerning these mental health matters? And given that just during this week, on Monday, yesterday but one, we celebrated the Global Mental Health Day. What is your last word that you can tell people outside there?
My last word, I really want to encourage the youth to seek advice. I want to encourage families to support these people. Not judge them, not victimize them, but rather to support them emotionally and show them love and passion. They should not be segregated so that they feel that they are alienated. They seek group psychology where they are drinking, they are smoking, they engage in activities that are now harmful. And lastly, there's a book that really helped me. It is called Alcoholic Anonymous. I still want to encourage the youth, if they happen to be facing these challenges, to try as much as possible to find such kind of books which can help them to get a general experience of others who have also gone through these mental issues. Thank you, Nick.
Wow, that is quite well, and it is very much encouraging in that aspect, because when we identify also our hobbies like reading or maybe engaging in some positively encouraging things can actually assist us. And for our viewers outside there, kindly subscribe to our channel. And I would also like to thank our team, digital team, that is the GL Productions, for all this support and also for all these engagements. And also I'm asking our governments to assist us in this our work, especially the self-advocates on mental health matters, and also for those people who have undergone through this, to come out, to speak out, to share their story, because I believe that when you share out your story, you will actually give the person who is undergoing the same condition a lot of hope in life. And also to those people who are interested parties within these mental health conversations, let us come out, let us normalize this conversation, let us speak out, let us speak up, let us seek help the way Mr. Fred has just talked about it. And also for my brothers and sisters who are undergoing the condition, who are currently experiencing it, I would actually like to tell you that just one thing at a time. Keep up. Just soldier on. The process might look quite long, but it is worth it. You are going to go through it. And for also our brothers, given that this week we are also celebrating that Global World Mental Health Day, also I would like to, for those who maybe succumbed or died of suicide, for their souls to rest easy and to rest well. And also, everyone outside there, kindly let us normalize this conversation. And wait for me within your streets. I will get you to normalize this conversation and to sensitize people all over the world. And currently we are doing it within Kisumu West region, but I know with time we will go within some other areas. Always remember, your mind is your health.